It is Wednesday, the 1st of February, and this is from the South. Colombia's last active guerrilla group, the National Liberation Army, has announced they are detaining a soldier by the name of Freddy Moreno Maecha. According to the ELN's official Twitter account, Maecha was in civilian clothing carrying out espionage activities in the group's military zone. Thousands of people took to the streets of Rio de Janeiro to protest the privatization of a public water company. Protesters from various organizations gathered in front of the Legislative Assembly in Rio to demonstrate. The protesters believe that the privatization of the public utility would make Hundreds of Mexicans marched to the outside of the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City on Tuesday to protest against Donald Trump's protectionist and anti-migratory policies. Trump seeks to renegotiate the North American Free Trade Agreement on the grounds that it harms the United States. Trump also intends to build a border wall on the common boundary and have Mexico pay for it. Argentina's electricity rates will increase between 60 and 90% for most consumers in March. According to the country's energy minister, Juan José Aranjuren, the latest subsidy reduction is meant to cut a wide fiscal deficit. Under the changes, 83% of consumers will see an increase in electricity prices of over $11 per month or less. The U.S. Senate has confirmed Rex Tillerson as President Donald Trump's Secretary of State by a vote of 56 to 43. Tillerson is now the 69th Secretary of State, making the former ExxonMobil CEO the chief foreign affairs advisor to Trump. Senate Democrats had tried but failed to delay the vote because of Trump's immigration ban. The Vatican has said it was worried about U.S. President Donald Trump's moves on immigration. This was the Holy See's first comment since Trump's executive order banning travel into the United States by citizens of 7 majority Muslim countries. Prime Minister Theresa May's plan to take Britain out of the European Union has cleared its first legislative hurdle. May's government is seeking approval for a new law giving her the right to trigger Article 50 of the European Union's Lisbon Treaty, which is the legal process for leaving the bloc. Romania was in fresh political turmoil after an emergency government decree decriminalizing a string of corruption offenses sparked nationwide protests. The decree also makes abuse of power punishable by jail only if it results in a monetary loss of more than $47,000. South Africa's poultry industry says it's on the brink of collapse due to the European Union, which is dumping cheap chicken in the country. Workers are furious over cheap imports and mounting job losses. In the face of the dumping accusations, the EU says the South African poultry industry was blaming others for its own failures. More on these and other stories on our website telesurtv.net/English.